Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speakeasy FM.
Hi, we're really happy you're here today.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Ian. And on this channel, we help you practice real everyday English.
The English people actually use, not textbook English, real life.
Okay, so here's something true about me. I am really good at being kind to other people and really bad at being kind to myself.
Same here, honestly. I say nice things to my friends all day. Then I talk to myself like I'm my own worst boss.
A boss who never says good job.
Exactly. So today, we're talking about loving yourself. Real self-respect. Not the fancy buy yourself flowers kind. The everyday kind. Saying no. Believing you matter. Not being so hard on yourself.
By the end of this episode, you'll have real sentences you can use, how to say no without a long explanation, how to talk back to that mean voice in your head, and how to protect your energy without feeling guilty.
And if you want to shadow with this video, listen to each sentence and try to repeat it right after us.
If we're too fast, you can slow the video down. You don't have to catch or repeat every sentence.
Just repeat what you can and keep going. Little by little, it will get easier.
If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe and give this one a like. It really helps us.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so here's the first idea, and I think it's a big one. The way you treat yourself teaches other people how to treat you.
Say that again, slower.
If you don't respect your own time, other people won't either. If you don't rest, people will keep asking you for more.
Okay, give me a real example.
All right, real example. Last year, I had a friend who texted me almost every night kind of late. Not every night, but often. And I always replied, even at midnight, even half asleep.
Why?
I told myself, it's fine, I'm just being a good friend. But it wasn't fine. It made me tired. My sleep got worse.
Did you say anything?
Not for a long time. Then one night, I just didn't reply. I was tired, I put my phone away, I went to sleep.
And?
The next morning, my friend said, "Where were you last night? I texted you 3 times. Like I did something wrong."
Oh no.
Right? And that's when I understood. I trained my friend to expect me at midnight. I didn't plan it, but my behavior taught it.
That's such a good point. When you always say yes, people don't know you're tired. They only know you always say yes.
Exactly. So the lesson isn't stop being kind, it's kindness needs a limit.
A limit. In English, we call that a boundary.
Boundary. Good word. What does it mean exactly?
A boundary is your personal limit. What's okay for you and what's not okay.
And boundaries aren't walls, right? A wall keeps everyone out.
Right. A boundary is more like a door. You can still be warm and open, but you decide who comes in and when you close the door to rest.
I like that. A door, not a wall.
And here's the tricky part. When you set a boundary, some people get uncomfortable, especially the ones who liked it when you had no boundaries at all.
Oh, I've seen that. The moment you say, "Actually, I can't help this weekend," some people act shocked, like you broke a rule.
You didn't break a rule, you just stopped breaking yourself.
That's a good line, Stacy.
I have my moments. Let's talk about something deeper now. Self-worth.
Self-worth. That means how much value you believe you have, right?
Exactly. It's believing you matter, even on your bad days. Not only on the days when everything goes right.
Not only when your hair looks good and you actually answered all your emails.
Right. A lot of people connect their worth to other things. Money, looks, or what other people think of them.
That last one is a real word too. Validation.
Validation means other people telling you that you're good enough. Approval.
And validation feels great, honestly. When someone says, "Great job," it feels good.
It does. The problem is when you need it all the time. Then you become fragile.
Fragile, like easy to break.
Exactly. If someone criticizes you, you feel terrible for the whole day. If someone doesn't like your idea, you feel like a failure.
I actually had this happen. I posted something online, nothing big, and one person wrote one negative comment. My whole mood changed. Just from one sentence, from one stranger I don't even know.
One click and your whole day shifts.
Exactly. And later I thought, why does one random person have that much power over my feelings?
Because in that moment, you were borrowing your worth from outside, from someone else's opinion.
Borrowing your worth. That's a strange feeling to notice about yourself.
It is, but once you notice it, you can change it. Here's a sentence worth remembering. My worth is not up for discussion.
I like that. It's not a question. It's just true.
And a second one. I am enough, even while I'm still improving.
Even while improving. So you don't have to be finished to be worthy.
Exactly. You're allowed to be a work in progress and still matter today.
Okay, but here's my question. How can you love yourself if you don't even really know yourself?
You can't, honestly. That's why self-awareness comes first.
Self-awareness. Noticing your own feelings and reactions.
Yes, noticing your feelings, your needs, and your triggers.
Triggers, like a button someone can press.
Exactly. Someone says one sentence and suddenly you feel angry or hurt or small.
Okay, simple exercise. Ask yourself, what drains me? What gives me energy?
Drain means something slowly takes your energy away.
For me, long, messy meetings with no clear point. I leave those feeling completely empty.
For me, it's being around someone who complains about everything and never actually wants a solution. Just complaining on and on.
A battery thief.
A battery thief, exactly. And self-awareness means noticing that without judging yourself for it.
So instead of saying, I'm a bad friend for feeling tired around this person, you just say, okay, this drains me. I need to protect my energy here.
Exactly that. And you can build this awareness in small, quiet moments. Writing a few lines at night. Taking a walk without your phone.
It's like cleaning a window. When the window is dirty, everything outside looks blurry. When it's clean, you can actually see.
That's a great way to put it. When your head feels cloudy, your decisions get messy too.
So we're not trying to be perfect here. We're just trying to see ourselves a little more clearly.
Okay, here's a habit I want to talk about. Something a lot of people do without even noticing.
What is it?
Apologizing for normal things. Sorry, can I ask a question? Sorry, I know you're busy. Sorry, I'm still talking.
Oh, I do this constantly. I once wrote, sorry for the long message, at the top of an email that was 4 sentences long.
4 sentences isn't long, Ian.
I know that now. At the time, it felt very long.
This is what people call apologizing for existing, making yourself smaller before anyone even asked you to.
But sometimes you do need to apologize, right? If you actually mess something up?
Of course, apologize when you make a real mistake. That's healthy. But you don't need to apologize for being human, for having a question, for needing time.
Because when you say sorry for everything, it kind of sends the message, I don't think I deserve space here.
Exactly. And you do deserve space. I had a coworker once, very kind person, but every single message started with, sorry, even when she was the one helping me.
Sorry, here's the file you asked for.
Exactly like that. And I remember thinking, you don't need to shrink like this. You're allowed to just say, here's the file.
You don't need to shrink. I like that. It's such a clear picture.
And once you stop shrinking a little, something interesting happens. A different voice shows up.
The inner critic.
Yes, the voice that says, who do you think you are? The moment you finally stand up a little straighter.
Oh, I know that voice well. Mine especially loves to show up right before I try something new.
What does it say?
You're going to mess this up. Everyone will notice. Very supportive stuff.
The scary part is, sometimes we believe it like it's a fact, instead of just a thought passing through.
Right, it doesn't feel like an opinion. It feels like the truth.
So here's a trick that actually helps. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend.
Because if my friend said, I think I'm going to fail this, I would never say, yeah, you probably will.
Of course not. You'd say something kind. But somehow we say the harsh version to ourselves all the time, like it's normal.
It's like living with a bully who never leaves. And the annoying part is, you can't just walk away from this one. It's inside your own head.
So instead of fighting the thought aggressively, just question it. Ask yourself, is this a fact or is this fear talking?
Ooh, that's a good question to keep.
Fear is like fog. It makes everything look bigger and scarier than it really is.
And facts are like a flashlight. They actually show you what's true.
So if you make a mistake, don't use it as proof that you're bad at everything. Use it as information.
Like feedback. Okay, noted. I'll try it differently next time.
Exactly. A mistake is a stepping stone, not your whole identity.
Okay, once your inner voice gets a little kinder, something else gets easier too. Setting boundaries.
Yes, because now you're not setting them out of anger. You're setting them from self-respect.
And that changes how no feels. It stops being a fight and becomes just a normal choice.
But a lot of people struggle here, and it's not because they don't know what to say.
It's the guilt after, right?
Exactly. People-pleasing means trying to keep everyone happy, even if it costs you something. And when you finally say no, the guilt shows up loud.
Guilt has a very big mouth. You're being selfish. You're letting people down.
But saying no isn't cruel. Sometimes it's actually the caring thing to do, for yourself and for the other person.
Give us some real sentences we can use.
Sure. I can't today, but thank you for asking. I'm not available this week. I need to rest tonight.
Notice, short, clear, kind. No giant explanation attached.
Right, because over-explaining is a trap.
A sticky trap. It turns into this whole 5-paragraph essay called, Please Still Like Me.
And you don't owe anyone that essay. A short, honest sentence is enough.
And when you finally start saying no sometimes, something surprising happens.
You get space back.
And in that space, you can actually breathe again.
Let's talk about something a lot of people delay without noticing. Happiness.
Delay it? What do you mean?
Some people treat happiness like dessert. Maybe later, once I've earned it.
Oh, I do this. I'll relax once I finish everything on my list. But the list never actually ends.
Exactly, because happiness isn't a reward you unlock. It's part of being healthy, right now.
So you don't need a perfect life to feel a small joy.
Not at all. Small joy still counts. A slow cup of something warm. A short walk outside. A clean corner of your room.
A good song on a random Tuesday. Sunlight through a window.
Exactly those small things. And here's something important. Don't let everyone else define what happiness should look like for you.
Because one person's dream life can be another person's nightmare.
Completely. So ask yourself honestly, what actually makes me feel alive? Not what should make you happy according to everyone else.
And I think a big reason people delay happiness is chasing perfection.
Perfection, that word again.
Once I fix everything, then I'll finally relax. But that moment never really arrives.
Because perfection is a moving target. It just keeps shifting further away.
And social media makes it feel even further away, honestly. You compare your regular Tuesday to someone else's best day ever, filmed and edited.
That's the comparison trap. You don't see their stress. You don't see their bad days, just the highlight.
So maybe don't measure your life against someone else's edited version.
Measure it against your own values instead. What actually matters to you?
Okay, and once you start living by your own values, you start protecting your energy more too.
Right, because your energy isn't unlimited. You can't keep giving and then feel shocked when you're completely empty.
Even good people burn out. It's not about being lazy.
Not lazy at all, just tired, and maybe never allowed to admit it.
So this is your reminder. Protect your energy. Not in a selfish way, in a I want to stay okay way.
And your environment matters here too. The people around you, what you spend time on, all of it affects you.
Some places and some people feel warm. Others feel a little unsafe, even if you can't fully explain why.
Your body usually notices first. You feel tense. You start choosing your words more carefully than usual.
And if someone constantly makes you feel small around them, that's worth paying attention to.
It doesn't always mean they're a bad person. Sometimes it just means that space isn't good for you right now.
And sometimes you outgrow people. It happens quietly. No big fight, no drama.
Just a little distance, a little more room to breathe.
Peace is a choice too, even a quiet one.
And when you protect your energy like that, something else gets stronger. Your ability to bounce back after hard moments.
Bounce back, meaning you recover, right? After failure or rejection or just a rough week.
Exactly. It doesn't mean nothing hurt. It just means you come back from it.
And people who respect themselves seem to bounce back faster, I've noticed.
Because they don't punish themselves with shame for days afterward.
They don't do the long, I'm terrible at everything speech in their head.
Instead, they say, okay, that was hard, but I'm still here. And then they look for one small win.
Not some huge victory, just something small.
I got out of bed today. I answered one message I was avoiding. Those count.
I like that those small things actually count as wins.
They really do. It's like building something with tiny bricks. One brick alone doesn't look like much, but over time it becomes real strength.
And to really bounce back, I think there's one more piece. Forgiving yourself.
Yes. A lot of people carry old guilt around like a heavy bag they never put down.
And after a while, it starts to feel normal to carry it, even though it isn't.
Forgiving yourself doesn't mean pretending everything you did was perfect.
It means I'm human. I learned something, and now I get to put it down.
You keep the lesson. You just stop carrying the shame with it.
You deserve a fresh start. Simple as that.
Okay, we covered a lot today. Let's slow down and review some of the most useful words.
Great idea. First word, boundary. A boundary is your personal limit. What's okay for you and what's not.
Example. My boundary is no work messages after 9 at night.
Next, validation. Validation means other people confirming that you're good enough.
Example. I enjoy validation, but I try not to depend on it completely.
Next word, fragile. Fragile means easily hurt or affected. We can use it for feelings too.
Example. After that comment, my confidence felt fragile for the rest of the day.
Next, self-worth. Self-worth means believing you have value as a person, even on your bad days.
Example. My self-worth doesn't disappear just because I made one mistake.
Next word, drain. To drain means something slowly takes your energy away.
Example. Long, pointless meetings completely drain me.
Next, inner critic. The inner critic is the voice inside your head that says you're not good enough.
Example. My inner critic got loud before the interview, so I took a breath and kept going.
Next word, overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means you feel like there's too much happening at once and your brain feels full.
Example. I felt overwhelmed this week, so I canceled my plans and rested instead.
Next, guilt. Guilt is that heavy feeling you get when you think you did something wrong.
Example. I felt a little guilt after saying no, but I reminded myself it was okay.
And our last word, bounce back. To bounce back means to recover after something hard.
Example. It took me a few days, but I bounced back after the disappointing news.
So to review, boundary, validation, fragile, self-worth, drain, inner critic, overwhelmed, guilt, and bounce back.
9 really useful words. Let's put a few of them together in one short story.
Okay, I'll start. This week felt overwhelmed from the very first morning.
I noticed old guilt showing up whenever I said no to anything.
My inner critic got loud, telling me I was letting everyone down.
But I reminded myself that my self-worth isn't up for discussion.
I set a small boundary, and honestly, it drained less energy than I expected.
And by Friday, I felt like I had bounced back completely.
All 6 words, used naturally in one little story.
That's the real goal. Not just knowing the words, but actually living them.
Okay, let's wrap up everything we talked about today.
We started with a big idea. The way you treat yourself teaches other people how to treat you.
We talked about boundaries and how they're more like doors than walls.
We talked about self-worth and why it shouldn't depend on other people's approval.
We talked about knowing yourself first, noticing your triggers and what drains your energy.
We talked about apologizing less for just being human.
We met the inner critic and learned to ask, is this a fact or is this fear?
We talked about setting boundaries without carrying guilt for days afterward.
We talked about happiness, how it's not a reward you earn later, but something you can find in small moments now.
We talked about protecting your energy and why that isn't selfish.
And we ended with bouncing back, small wins, and forgiving yourself along the way.
A lot of ground today, but you don't need to remember all of it at once.
If you only remember one thing, let it be this. The way you treat yourself becomes your standard for everything else.
Okay, it's time for our favorite part.
The question of the day.
We actually have 2 questions today. Answer one, or both if you're feeling brave.
First question. What is one boundary you want to set for yourself this week?
Second question. What is one kind thing you can say to yourself instead of the harsh thing you usually say?
I'll go first. My boundary is no checking messages after dinner. And my kind sentence is, you're allowed to rest without earning it first.
I like that a lot. My boundary is saying no to plans when I actually need a quiet weekend. And my kind sentence is, one hard day doesn't erase all the good ones.
Now it's your turn. Write it in the comments, even just one short sentence.
Any answer is wonderful. We read every single comment.
Everyone, we genuinely love hearing from you.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
It means a lot that you're here, practicing your English and taking care of yourself at the same time.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this too.
And subscribe to Speakeasy FM so you don't miss our next episode. New videos every week.
Remember, loving yourself isn't selfish. It's the standard everything else in your life gets built on.
Small boundary, kind sentence, one small win at a time.
From both of us,
Keep learning, keep practicing.
and be a little kinder to yourself today.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!